Would you like to be a freelance photographer? Would you like to make money from your photography? If so, this video is for you. Today's video is brought to you by Loretta Lynn's Ranch in Tennessee. If you're a landscape, macro, and nature photographer who wants to make a profitable photography business, then subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, because I make videos just for you every single week. So here's some tips. In the beginning, when you want to start with a business and you have a variety of photographs that you want to sell, that's great. But within those variety, like if it's portrait or landscape, or macro photography, what you need to do is hone in on one subject and make at least 15 images to show people what you can do. So if it's macro, maybe you like ladybugs, then shoot at least 15 to 20 portfolio images of ladybugs. If it's landscape, maybe you like Colorado Rockies, then shoot the Colorado Rockies. Just niche down real quick on one subject and make a portfolio, but then when you're ready to go off, I'll explain more later, you'll be able to focus on freelancing. When I say niche, I want you to understand too that niche is not just a subject. What it is focusing on who you want to sell to. So if you are a freelance photographer, that is your niche. What you're going to do is have your images already, at least 2 to 3 portfolios, and then you're going to explain that you like to freelance. That's the main thing that you have to focus on. Can you guys see how beautiful this place is? Okay, so let's get back to niche. Back in the days when I was first starting photography, everybody kept saying you have to have a niche, you have to have a niche. Basically, you have to be the best at a certain type of photography, just like I was talking to you about. No, because in the beginning, we want to photograph everything and you shouldn't lose out on trying to get yourself out there. So that's why I'm talking to you today. So you stop wasting so much time like I did for years of thinking that I had to be the best macro photographer, and I didn't. I could have just made a great portfolio of something that I'm very excited about and then say from there on, I will do this for you. That's what freelance is about. You're going to do something for someone else. So that's why it's really important to understand that your niche now is freelance photography. Your specialty will be your portfolios, and there's my dogs. I hear you. I understand what you're saying right now. I've never been to school. I don't know what I'm doing. I really need to take some college courses to understand how business runs, or my photography isn't the greatest. And that's not true. You do not need college at all. If you really want to be a freelance photographer, then you will do it regardless if you have the education or not. Watch the YouTube videos. If you don't know how to do a portfolio, I have portfolio videos down below. I'm making business videos for you now. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you're interested in this stuff. Understand that you do not need an education. You're just having that feeling of And if you have business questions, make sure that you ask me in the comments section so I can make a video just for you. Another thing that I know that you're thinking about is, but all these other photographers have the best camera, the best lenses. You do not need all that. If you need some equipment, what I used to do is use borrowed lens, but borrowed lens is only in the United States. So if there is something that you truly need, look in your area on places that you can rent. Don't let lack of equipment stop you from being a freelance photographer. Renting is really awesome and very easy for us to have, at least in the United States. Check your place if you're in a different country. Now, you're watching this video because you're interested in being a freelance photographer. So my question to you is, what subjects do you feel like you could work with as a freelance photographer? Let me know in the comments. Also, towards the end of the video, I'm going to name out a bunch of freelance jobs that you could be interested in, and maybe it'll churn the thinking on where you can go with it as a obviously freelance photographer and get paid. If you're really focusing on going and being a freelance photographer, is really look for new businesses that need your help. Don't try to get the top business like Apple to sign you up and license you, or hire you for a job, because they already have corporations and people already working with them. So start looking at different kinds of companies that you're interested in, that you feel that you can help. But they're also businesses or companies that are not, they're just starting off basically, or they're not as high as a big corporation, just to get your foot in the door. Because once you get your foot in the door, what you'll do is you will share on your website or on social media who you've helped and how you've helped them. This will definitely show others that you're serious about being a freelance photographer, and also that you can provide what is needed to these companies. And that's basically the ticket. Once you get that rolling, it will show that you truly do want to focus on this type of work and that you are there to serve other businesses. So businesses are very important to connect with. So get to know them on their social platforms and see what they're all about and see if you can help them. I want you to make sure that you just Google licensing or contracts, because you want to save yourself. So freelance photographers definitely need just a basic sheet that says this is what you're going to do for them, the company or the person, this is how much you're going to make, and this is the timeline that you're going to do it in. And you want to make sure that you're happy also, and that you're providing a great service to the person that you're freelancing for. So make sure that you have a written document. And the only reason why, truly, it's not so you can sue, it's so that you and the person that you're working for understand exactly what's going on. Because there has been times where I look at the contract, I'm like, whoa, that's not exactly what I was thinking it was going to happen. So make sure that you do that, you make a contract. Now it's time for me to actually look at my phone and give you guys some ideas so it can help you be a freelance photographer. So this is some of the things that I pulled up that I thought was really cool. Tourist companies, travel companies, nature magazines, print shops, educational publishers, especially for you macro photographers, interior designers, food companies, restaurants, online retailers. They may want to use your work on their goodies, marketing agencies, outdoor living companies, environmental organizations, and scientific organizations. Now this is geared again for landscape, nature, and macro photographers. Your state or your country, if it's like, I think it was in California, if you made over $500, then you have to claim it as a business, otherwise it's just a hobby. So in the beginning, you won't have to claim taxes, but yes, in the United States, always taxes for everything. So check your state and your country and see how far or how much you can make without claiming that. And then once you get to that point, you really do need to make it a business because you're a freelance photographer. So you'll have to pay your dues. I may just in the comments or down below just give you a couple more as I wrap this whole thing up. If you would love some help and need a coach, then check down below and book a call. And if you're ready to actually start a business, then we'll chat on the phone. If not, you're not ready, don't worry about it. Just subscribe to the channel so you can get some great information for free. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next week. Cheers.